welcome to our new channel, Pointless Pilots. What are we about? Well, it's three guys, myself, Martin, Stephen and Massimo, and we're all passionate about flying. I don't have a pilot's license. I'm a virtual pilot. I fly Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I have loads of fun in it, which my other two friends, Stephen and Massimo, don't quite get. However, I'm hoping to change their minds and convince them that this is as much fun, a pretty close second to the real thing. So I'm trying to convince them that virtual flying can be almost as much fun, especially since Microsoft have launched their new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It's going to take a lot of convincing, but I think I can get it right. I'll tell you a bit about Stephen. Stephen is an old friend of mine. We worked together many years ago in hotels, and since then we've gone our different ways. However, we've always stayed in touch, and he lives in the area that we're flying now, and he's very happy there. As you can see, just looking at the scenery that we are flying through today, that he is not a city boy. So he flies out of the airfield we just took off from, and that airfield is called Tzaneen. Its code is Foxtrot Alpha Tango Zulu. My other friend, Massimo, we go back a long time as well, and he flies ultralight trikes as well, but he's based closer to Johannesburg. He flies out of a small airfield called Microland. Hopefully in some of the other videos we'll get to do some flying around that area as well. So where are we flying today? We're flying out of Tzaneen Airport, which is Stephen's home airfield. We'll fly out from runway 24, and soon after takeoff we'll bear right on about 300 degrees out towards the Tzaneen Dam. Once we reach the dam, we'll turn left again, around about, we'll turn left on a heading of 210. We'll follow the valley that leads to Heinetzberg. We'll have the forestry plantations on our left. We won't go all the way to Heinetzberg, but we'll cut through and then turn left back to Tzaneen. So it's going to be a short flight, but I think it'll give you a nice taster for the area that Stephen flies out from. And yeah, along the way I'll give some commentary, tell you about some of the local sites, give you a bit more information about the area and a bit of the history as well. So sit back and relax and enjoy the video. So as we come over the crest, you'll notice that there's a large body of water in front of us. This is the Tzaneen Dam. It's a irrigation and domestic dam. Tzaneen is very famous for its avocados and banana plantations. The dam was, its construction was completed in 1976. It's an earth-fill dam, and it dams the Groot Letaba River. If you carry on watching, we shall be following the river for a short while. The depth of the dam is about 50 meters or 160 foot, and its length is 1,140 meters or 3,740 foot. Fishing Fundis described Tzaneen Dam as quite simply the best place for carp fishing in Africa. It's also well stocked. Smallmouth bass are also caught on occasion. The dam also used to be known as the Fani Botha Dam, and it's surrounded by a nature reserve. To reach some of the banks for fishing, you may find yourself venturing through fruit plantations, as the tropical weather is ideal for mangoes, bananas and other fruit. The dam's not just for anglers, bird watchers, people who love water sports, and being on the banks of a body of water for the day make the dam a regular part of their leisure time. Birding around the dam is also virtually unequaled. Over 350 different bird species have been recorded on and around the water. So we're breaking away from the Letaba River and we're going to fly now towards the more mountainous area of Tzaneen. This is where the lowlands, the fertile valleys give way to the lugam and pine plantations. A large part of the economy of Tzaneen is reliant on forestry, and there are a number of sawmills in Tzaneen for this very reason. Forestry and the plantations come with it's a double-edged sword. While it's good for the economy, provides a lot of employment, it also has a knock-on effect on the local environment, especially when it comes to water. The water sources are under huge threat due to these huge plantations, because pine trees and eucalyptus, which is an invasive species, are very thirsty trees. If you've noticed, you've seen these plantations are laced with dirt roads that forestry vehicles use to get back and forth along. And these roads also make for fantastic mountain biking. So if you're into mountain biking, this is definitely one of the places that you have to visit. Not only mountain biking, but also hiking. Lots of great hiking trails in the area as well. So that was our little flight around the mountains and across the dam. And yeah, we'll be heading back to the Tzaneen airfield. At the end of the video, I'll post some links to the club and the facilities. And yeah, maybe on our way back, I'll just chat a bit about my general feelings on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've been flying for a very long time in simulations. Most of my flying has been done in Microsoft Flight Simulator since version 4. And yeah, 15 years ago, Microsoft said goodbye. They told their loyal fan base that they'd be stopping the Microsoft Flight Simulator game, and subsequently, yeah, 15 years have gone by, and it's left a lot of space for other flight simulations. But now that they're back, I'm absolutely blown away, and I can see the full potential for proper VFR flying. That was an aggregates quarry that was on the left there, just by the way. And so that's what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be all about proper VFR flying within Southern Africa with my mates, and I'm very excited to do this, and hopefully to bring you along on our adventures. It's not to say that this new flight simulator is perfect. There are a number of issues, but overall the flight modeling and the weather system and the scenery kind of make all these little problems inconsequential to a certain degree. For me, flying the 152 with the analog gauges, a lot of the issues don't affect me, but if you're interested in flying long haul or some of the planes with the glass cockpits, then there are a number of issues that can be quite confusing and causing issues. But for me at the moment, I'm not affected, and I'm for the flying that I do, it's absolutely, this incarnation of Flight Simulator 2020 is absolutely phenomenal. Well, there we are, safely landed at Tzaneen Airport. I'd just like to say thank you very much if you've managed to follow this entire video all the way through from the beginning to end, and thank you very much. Very excited. This is our first video. It's not much, but trust me, there is more coming. Thank you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Bye bye.